Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, in this session I am going to solve the doubts sent by the students. Problems are from quantitative aptitude sections. Quantitative aptitude section I mean to say. Problems are based on approximations and some problems are from time and work, time, speed and distance and various other arithmetic topics. Here I would suggest to just attend the basic sessions before you come for the doubt solving sessions, because I'll not be explaining the basics over here, right? Directly we'll be solving the problems. Okay, and you are also suggested to be ready with your paper and pen. So before I solve the problems, you should be able to solve the problems now. Okay, so let's begin. Now see this problem. We have to find out the value of this complicated expression 19683 cube root and then once again cube root 46656 square root and then cube root, right? Now you can see the options, very simple plain options, right? So definitely 19683 and 19683, if we talk about it, must be perfect cube, right? So I have already told you the method to find out the cube root of perfect cube. Okay, so at unit place it is 3, so the cube root must end with 7, right? The first two digits are 19, so the first digit must be 2. So cube root of 19683 is 27. Further there is one more cube root, so cube root of 27 is 3, right? So ultimately this data is 3. Similarly 46656 cube root and then square root. You can find out square root and then cube root, otherwise cube root and then square root, right? So I just find out first of all cube root. So initially so unit place it is 6, so cube root must be having the unit place as 6. First two digits are 26, so our first digit must be 3, right? So 36 is the cube root of 46656, right? Now we have to take the square root of this, so it must be 6. So this complete thing is actually 9. So 9 is equal to 0.75%. 75% is 3 by 4, so 0.75% will be 3 by 400 into this is x. Okay, so 1200 is the answer. As simple as that. Okay. Now see this problem. Square root of this and ultimately we have to solve this expression, and among the options you can say 1296, right? 1296 is the square of 36. So precisely answer digits must be 36. Now we just have to find out where we have to put up the decimal, right? So 0.0961, 961 square root is 31, right? Now I'm not going to tell you how to find out the square root, that you might have attended the session, right? 961 square root is 31, so it is 0.0961, the square root must be 0.31 plus 4761 square root must be 1 and 69, right? 0.69. Okay, so precisely it is 1. 1 is equal to square root of 1.8496. 18496. So unit digit is 6, so either 4 or 6. The first two digits must be 13, right? So 13 into 14. So that's less than 184. So our answer must be 134. Okay, so precisely it is 136. So we were having decimal over here, so precisely it is 1.36 minus x. So x must be 0.36. Okay, but we have to find out x is this in square root, so we have to take the square of 0.36. Either you can write it like this. Okay, so x is equal to 0.36 square, that is 1296, and the decimal should be 4 places ahead over here. So 0.1296 is your answer, right? So if you know how to find out the square root and cube root quickly, you can do this sort of problems easily. Now very complicated seems to be, but see difference among options here, it is 10,000, 13,000, 15,000. So we are just having a difference of 2 to 3,000, and this is really big number, 1,64,000, right? So we just have to get an around idea, right? Now 26.26% of 3636, right? 26.26%, I just take around 25%, that's 1/4 of this, right? So 1/4 of 3600 is 900, but it is a bit more than that, so I'd assume it to be 1000. right? Similarly, it is 59.59% and is 4848. So I assumed this to be 5,000. So this is 60% of 5,000. So 60% of 5,000 must be 3,000. But this calculation will be bit less than 3,000, right? Because it is less than 60% and it is less than 5,000. So ultimately it will be bit less than 3,000. But approximately 3,000 I am writing. So 3,000 plus 1,000, 4,000 is equal to 37% of X. So precisely 4,000 by 37, we just try to get an idea, 100 for percentage. So 37 1, right? 30. So your answer must be around 10,000. Okay. So we have just one option, that is around 10,000, that is 10285. Okay. I hope you are getting my point. This is 4,000. I have written 4,000 over here. 40 divided by 37, 1. We are left with 330. So I'm putting 0 over here, right? So 4,000 divided by 37 will be bit more than 1,000, right? Because bit more than 100, I'm sorry. 37 into 100 is 3,700. So it is bit more than 100. So our calculation will be bit more than 10,000. Okay, and the second figure we have already calculated, that is 0. So there is no confusion between this option and this option. Okay, I hope you are clear. See this 5 by 41 into 3 by 13 into 4 by 11 into X is equal to 240, right? 5 3s are 15, 4s are 60 into 4. Okay. So X is equal to 4 into 41 into 13 into 11, right? So unit digit must be 4 3s are 12, 2 4s are 8. I'm sorry, 1 into 3, 3 into 4. The unit digit must be 2. So these 2 are cancelled, right? Obviously this is very small number, of course. Again, our number should be multiple of 13 and 11, right? And 4 also. I have already told you the divisibility rule of 13 and 11, right? So what you can do is among these two, you just find out which of them is divisible by 13 and 11, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. So from 452, you deduct 23. So 429 is divisible by 11 and 13 both, right? 4 and 9, 13 minus 2, 11, and 42 divided by 13, 3, 9, right? So it is divisible by 13 and 11 both. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 will be the correct answer. No need to check this. Okay, apart from that, if you are still confused, what you can do is you can go by the digital root method also. The digital root of 41 is 5, here it is 4, here it is 2. And here it is 4. So 5 4s are 20, 2s are 40, 4s are 160. That means digital root must be 7, right? So you can check it over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So that's perfectly verified. Now this problem, 1450 square root. See, 1450 is not a perfect square number, right? So around this we have one number 35. Square of 35 is 1225 and square of 40 is 1600. So it must be somewhere between 35 and 40. So I just take 37 on 38, whatever, plus 9260 cube root. Right now what it's a cube of 20 is 8,000, right? So it must be, it's very closer to 8,000. So we can say the cube root will be around 21, right? So 38 plus 21, that is 59, is equal to 150% is what? 3 by 2. Okay, X we have to calculate. Now it's 2 into 59, that's, or we can say it is bit less than 20, right? 59, if it is cancelled by 3, I just keep it as it is bit less than 20. Sorry, this. Okay, so this value is bit less than 20 and bit 20 into 2. So the calculation is bit less than 40, right? So, but instead of 3 by 2, we were having 0.05% extra over here. So ultimately we are going to get 40. Okay, because other options, if we are having 40 and 41, then there may be some confusion, because other options are quite far from 40, so you don't have to worry, 40 will be the correct choice. Okay. Similarly, we have to find out the approximate value of this expression. 30.33% of this is. So I just write 30% into 4596. I write 4600. It is downsided approximated. It is upside approximation divided by downside upside. Okay, now from numerator and denominator percentage sign is cancelled, so no need to write. Here it is 0.2% of x. Okay, now just try to get a round idea. So the answer must be around 1500. Okay, because it is 1.5 and so on. So if it is multiplied by 1000, our answer must be around 1500. You can get idea because 15 square is actually 225, right? So it is just if we see 2, make it 230. I just remove this 0, put it over here. So just 5 more than 15 square, right? So it is around 15 square. So from if we cancel 230 by 15, we'll be getting around 15. Bit more than that, because it is bit more than 225, right? So bit more than 15, right? But not that more. Okay, so we can get 2000, right? So other options are quite far from 1500, so no need to worry, 1500 is the correct choice. Okay, in case of approximation, you need to be very clear whether you are approximating the numbers on downside or upside, right? To nullify the effect, if one number is approximated on upper side, the other number should be approximated to downside if both of them are getting multiplied, right? But sometimes you need to take both the numbers on the same side, then your final answer should be changed accordingly, should be seen correctly. Okay, you have to be very careful about it. Now this 47.77% of 3946, okay, what I do is I write this to be, see, ultimately you have to find out x square. So x is 3245. So precisely if I remove the square, our calculation must be 9, 4, 16 and 25. So options are very far from each other. Okay, so you can go for approximation easily. So what I do over here, 47.77%, I take 50%, and instead of 3946, I take 3800 over here. So 50% of 3800 is 1900. Divided by 350% of 2164. 350% is what? 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 into 2164, I just write maybe 2200. Okay, that's 1 upon x square. So x square is 22 by 7 by 19 by 2. So it is 77 by 19, right? 19 fours are 76. So it is bit more than 4, right? So x square is around 4. So x will be around 2. No complications are there. Okay, because options are quite far from each other, because we have to find out x square precisely, right? X square, right? So easily you can do. I hope you are getting my point. Now see this problem. Again we have to find out the approximated value. 22 by 45, 41 by 100 into 17 by 69. X is equal to 895 around. Again you can see options are having good difference, around 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. So you can go for approximation easily. But you have to be very careful, upside downside approximation. Now this is 17, 4s are 68, right? So it is 4 point something. Now 4 tens are 40, so 4 point something tens are 41 around, right? It is 11, 5. So precisely it is 895 into 5 into 45 by 11 we have to calculate. Now it is 45 is 11 fours are 44, just 1, so it's 4.0 something. So 4 into 5, 20. 895 into 20, right? So if it is 900, then our answer must have been 18,000. So it is bit less than 900, so our answer must be bit less than 18,000, that is 17,900 among the options over here, because it is quite less, around 1,000 less, right? So, otherwise 895 into 2 can also be done. Okay, so you'll be getting exactly this answer. Okay, so this is how approximation method is followed. Now see this problem, square root of 5930. See, square of 75, that is 7 8s are 56, 00, and square of 80 is 6400, right? So it is 5600, 6400, it is somewhere in between, but I take it closer to 75, so 78 I assume, right? Minus x percent of 265.33. So x into, I just take percentage sign over here, 2.65 is equal to cube root of 32,770. Now cube of 30 is 27,000, right? So it is 5,000 more, so I can take approximately cube root is 32. Okay, because 40 cube is 64000. Okay, so it is closer to 30, so I just take it's around 32. So it is 78 minus 32. Now we see 26 into 2 is 52, right? So it will not be cancelled with the initial number, initial digit 2. So our answer must be less than 20. Okay, now 1/5 of this 2.6 and 1/5, that means half of this, it's 1.3. So our answer must be more than 15, right? Because 1.5, it will be cancelled for more than 1.5 times, right? Precisely, if I take this dot into consideration, so this calculation will be more than 15, right? So we have 17 over here. Okay, and if you wish to go for the exact calculation, you can proceed to certain extent. Around 17. Okay, but I do not recommend this. You should be getting around idea. That's the calculation, 2.65. It is cancelled. I just remove this, or either remove dots or remove this. Okay, so 265, or if I retain this, it is 2.65. Okay, so 2.65, 20 times it will be 26 into 20, that's 52. So the calculation will be more than, calculation should be more than 52. That means our answer is less than 20, right? And 1.5 times of this, or 15 times of this, will be 39, right? So 15 times will be around 39. So our answer must be more than 50, less than 20. So we just have one option. Okay. Now this problem based on compound interest and simple interest. Compound interest accrued on an amount of rupees 45,000 at the end of 2 years is 3672. What would be the simple interest accrued on an amount of 4,800 at the same rate of interest at the end of 4 years? Now, if I tell you this problem can be done mentally, right? You won't believe it. But if your concepts are clear regarding compound interest and simple interest, this sort of problems can be done easily. Now just listen to me carefully. At the end of 2 years, interest accrued is 3672. That's actually compound interest, right? So generally what happens, compound interest is bit more than simple interest because it is interest on interest is there, right? So some after 1 year, some interest on interest is also calculated, right? So whenever you see this sort of figure 3672, right, here the number is pure number, right? That's a three zeros are there, right? And here you are having 72 as a 2 digits. So bright chances are there this 72 is because of compounding of interest only, right? So in case in this case, bright chances are there 3600 must be the simple interest, right, in 2 years. Now simple interest remains same every year. So 3600 is the simple interest for 2 years. That means 1800, that is half of that will be the simple interest for 1 year, right? So 1800 out of 45,000, so 18 upon 450, right, into 100. So if we do, that's that comes to 4%. So the rate of interest is 4% per annum, right? That is 1800 out of 45,000, so that is 4%, right? Now simple interest is same every year. So in case of 4 year, if you wish to calculate 4% per annum, that means in 4 year it will be 16%, right? So 16% of 4800 we have to calculate, right? Now instead of 4800, if it had been 5,000, the simple interest total simple interest would be 5,000, 16%, that is 800, right? But it is bit less than 5,000, so our simple interest for 4 years will be bit less than 800. So our answer over here, that is less than 800, is one single option, that is 768. If you are confused, you can do it this way, right? That is 48 into 16, so you'll be getting 768. Okay, so you see no paperwork is done at all. Only 72 I got the clue that it should not be there if it is a simple interest, right? And this way you can proceed. I hope you are getting my point. Now this problem, an amount of rupees 6 lakh becomes 9,12,525 in 1.5 years if interest is compounded half yearly. What is the rate of interest per annum? Okay, so you can see 6 lakh is becoming 9 lakh. That means almost 50% jump is there in 1.5 year, right? If it is if the interest is compounded half yearly. If you take it as a simple interest, something this data 1225 can be eliminated if there is a simple interest, right? Because of compound interest we are getting this absurd data, that is 12525, right? So precisely our calculation is 6 lakh to 9 lakh in 1.5 year, right? So 50% jump is there. Now if we look at options, I just randomly select suppose 20%. So 20% is if it is a per annum interest, right? So for 1 year it is 20%, for half year it is 10%. So overall it is 30%, right? But we want 50% jump, so that cannot be achieved from 20%, right? If we use 30%, so 30% for 1 full year, 15% for 6 months, and some 5% difference is because of compounding, because compounding is done half yearly, right? So we will be able to get 30% as a rate of interest per annum. Okay, because all other options are less than 20%, so you cannot get 50% jump in 1.5 year, right? So 30% will be the correct option. If there is an option that is more than 30%, then we need to see, because 30 and 15 already we are getting 45%, and compounding is also done, so bright chances are there your answer must be between 30 to 35, right? If you are getting any 40% option, that can be discarded. Okay, but here we are having just 30%, so you have to take this as correct. If you wish to verify, you can do it very well. 6 lakh 30%, for 6 months it will be 15%, so you just have to add 15% of 6 lakh, then 15% and then 15%, and apart from that, on first 15% and the second 15%, again you need to compound. So that will be a tedious calculation. So rather than going for a tedious calculation, you just go this way, right? So you'll be able to save time and paper both. Okay. One more way is there to verify whether 30% is correct or not. If 30% is correct and the compounding is done half yearly, that means half yearly interest will be 15%, right? So 6 lakh into 1.15 cube will be your answer, because in 1.5 year 3 times compounding will be done. So 6 into 1.15 cube, 6, it's lakh. I'm just eliminating zeros. This data should be this, right? If it is lakh, I just write 6 lakh. Okay, now what you can do is you can go for the digital root method over here. See, 5, 6, 7, 7 cube is 343, 4 and 3, 7 and 3, 10, 1, right? So precisely the digital root of this is 6. Okay, now we match digital root over here. We just eliminate 9, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Digital root is 6. Okay, so that is also matching. So no need to worry. You can mark the answer 30% easily. So precisely you have to get a round idea. Otherwise, you will take 3 to 4 minutes in solving this problem. Okay, so I hope you are getting my point. The ratio of present ages of husband and wife is 10:9. The present age of their child is 80% less than that of his father's age. The ratio of age of husband 1.5 years before and age of wife 1.5 years hence is 1:1. Then what will be the age of their child after 4 years? Okay. So before 1.5 years and after 1.5 years. So the mutual difference is 3 years. That means the difference between husband and wife is 3 years, because before 1.5 year and after 1.5 year the age is same. That means the difference between husband and wife is 3 years. Now here the difference seems to be 1, 10 and 9. But this difference is actually 3 years. So their age must be 30 and 27. Right? Now father is 30 and child is 80% less than 30. That means child is 20% of 30. That means 6 years, right? So child's present age, because this ratio is present, so child's present age is 6 years. So after 4 years, what will be the age of the child after 4 years? That's 10 years. Okay, pretty simple. The difference between the two digits of a 2-digit number is 4, and difference between the number and number obtained by interchanging its digit is 75% of the number obtained by interchanging its digits. The number is. Now difference between digits is 4. Now all the options you can see having the difference between the two digits is 4. So nothing can be eliminated, right? Now I just consider the 2-digit number to be xy, right? Here x and y are digits, do not multiply them. Here xy 2-digit number, and the number which is obtained by reversing the digit is y by x. Now difference between these two is 75%, that is 3/4 of the number obtained by interchanging its digits. Okay, so this is how we can write down the statement. Okay, now observe one thing very carefully. XY is a 2-digit number, YX is also a 2-digit number. From 2-digit number to 2-digit number, if you deduct, you'll be getting a natural number only, right? That means this is a natural number, so this, and it is equal to this, that means this side should also be a natural number. Okay, now if it is a natural number, that means YX, that means the number which we are going to obtain after interchanging the digit, should be divisible by 4, obviously. Right? Now just see among the option. 62 not divisible by 4, 26 not divisible by 4, 37 not divisible by 4, 48 yes, it is divisible by 4. Now if we consider 84 as the number, then 84 minus 48 is equal to 3/4 of 48. We have to verify. That's it. So 84 minus 48 is 36. Right? And 3/4 of 48 is 36. So the equation is verified. So very simply you can solve this question. Right? 84 is the correct choice. I hope you are getting my point. See this one. Raman and Rakesh started a joint business. Raman invested 45,500 for 1 year 9 months and Rakesh invested some amount for 7 months. Out of total profit, Rakesh got 4/9 of the profit. How much money did Rakesh invest? Okay, so that's Raman by Rakesh. Okay, Raman is 45500 for 12 plus 9, 21 months, and Rakesh X amount for 7 months, right? And the profit ratio, Rakesh is 4/9, that means Raman must be 5/9. So the profit ratio of Raman to Rakesh is 5/4, right? Rakesh 4/9, that means Raman 5/9. So we have taken Raman by Rakesh, so that will be 5/9 by 4/9, so that is 5/4. Now we have to find out the value of X. Okay, so that's 12 into 9100. Okay, sorry, 12 lines are 108 plus 1, 109. So 109,200. A can do 16.66% of the work in 5 days. B can do 62.5% of the work in same time as A takes to finish it completely. In how many days working together will they complete 33.33% of the work? Okay, 16.66% means 1/6, right? So 1/6 work A is able to do in 5 days. That means total A will be taking 30 days. For complete work, A will be taking 30 days. B can do 62.5% of the work in the same time as A takes to finish it completely, right? 62.5% is, see, 1/8, 12.5 is 1/8, and it is 5 times, so it is 5/8, right? So B is able to do 5/8 work in 30 days. So 5/8 work in 30 days, so complete work in 8/5 days. That's B will be doing 40. B will be taking 48 days to complete the work. So if both of them are working together, they will be taking 48 into 30 by 48 plus 30, that is 78 days. This is for the complete work, but they have to do 33.33%, that is 1/3 of the work. So time will also be 1/3, right? So it is 24. Okay, so it is 80/13. So 13 6 are 78. So 78 plus 2, 80/13. So 62/13. Okay. Two vessels contains mixture of two liquids A and B in the ratio 7:11 and 4:5. The ratio in which two liquids be mixed to get a new mixture containing 60% liquid B. Now that's pretty simple. These sort of questions we have discussed in alligation and mixture session. So since we want 60% liquid B, that means liquid B part should be 3/5. 60% is 3/5. Over here liquid B is 11/18. Right, here it is 5/9, right? By mixing these two, we want 3/5 of B, right? So this is how we approach this sort of problems. Okay, A and B in the ratio 7:11. Here it is 4/5. That means out of total 18 quantity, B is 11/18, and here out of total 9, B is 5/9, and we want 60% of liquid B, that means 3/5. 60% is what? 3/5. So out of the total quantity, 3/5 should be liquid B. So this is liquid B over here, this is liquid B over here, and by mixing these two, we want this liquid B, right? So just make it very simple. 25 minus 17, that is 8/5 into 9. I'm sorry, 25 minus 27, so that's 2/5 into 9, right? Here it is 55 minus 54, 1/18 into 5, right? So it is 2 just into 18 is to 9, so it's 4:1. As simple as that. Okay, I hope you are clear. So friends, that's all for this session. I hope I'm able to clear your doubts. Bye bye.